Imagine a world designed not by nature, but by an unseen force, meticulously crafted down to the smallest detail. What if the very fabric of our reality, the laws that govern the universe, were not accidental, but the blueprint of a cosmic architect hidden in plain sight? For decades, whispers have circulated in the darkest corners of academia and fringe science. The idea that our existence is too perfect, too finely tuned to be mere chance. But what if these whispers aren't just theories? What if they're clues to a monumental truth that challenges everything we believe about ourselves and our place in the cosmos? Prepare to have your understanding of reality irrevocably altered. Now, to truly grasp the chilling implications of an invisible architect, we must first explore what scientists call the fine-tuning problem. This isn't just some vague philosophical musing. It's a cold, hard mathematical reality. For life as we know it to exist, an almost impossibly delicate balance of universal constants must be precisely maintained. Change the strength of the strong nuclear force by a tiny fraction, and stars would never form, or they'd burn out instantly. Tweak the electromagnetic force, and atoms wouldn't bind, matter itself would cease to be. The gravitational constant, the mass of an electron, the very expansion rate of the universe, each is set to an extraordinarily specific value, often to 1 part in 100,000, or even 1 part in 10 to the power of 120. Think about that for a moment. This isn't just luck. It's like winning a cosmic lottery billions of times over, every single second. Mainstream science struggles with this. Some posit the multiverse theory, arguing that countless universes exist, and we just happen to be in the one where everything works. It's an elegant solution, but it defers the question of origin. What if there's a more direct answer, a more unsettling truth staring us in the face? What if these precise values aren't random at all, but the deliberate settings of a designer? This is where the invisible architect theory takes root, blossoming from the fertile ground of cosmic improbability. The seeds of this radical idea aren't just found in astrophysics, however. They're scattered across various fields, from quantum mechanics to ancient mythologies. Consider the consistent appearance of specific mathematical constants, pi, the golden ratio, Fibonacci sequences, not just in geometry, but in the spiraling arms of galaxies, the branching patterns of trees, the very proportions of the human body. These aren't just abstract numbers. They are embedded foundational principles of our reality, suggesting an underlying code, a coherent system. Could nature be speaking to us in a language of symbols, hinting at its true origin? Then there's the unsettling realm of quantum mechanics, where particles seem to exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed, collapsing into a definite state only when consciousness interacts with them. This observer effect has led some physicists to ponder if reality truly exists independently of our perception, fueling the disquieting simulation hypothesis. If our universe is a simulation, then it implies a programmer, a designer, an architect. And what about the anomalies, the unexplained deviations from established laws, the impossible orbital alignments, the fleeting moments of quantum entanglement across vast cosmic distances that defy the speed of light, the perfect, almost too convenient geological and atmospheric conditions of Earth that allow for complex life to flourish? These aren't isolated incidents, but rather a chorus of whispers that, when listened to carefully, begin to sound like a deliberate symphony. Furthermore, many ancient civilizations, completely disconnected from each other, spoke of divine engineers, great weavers, or cosmic architects who crafted the world from chaos. From the Egyptian god Ptah, who designed the universe through spoken word, to the Norse Ymir, whose body formed the world, these myths aren't just stories. They resonate with a shared profound understanding of a created cosmos. Could these be echoes of a truth long forgotten, now resurfacing through the lens of modern scientific discovery? As we piece these fragments together, a terrifyingly coherent picture begins to emerge, that we are not living in a chaotic, accidental universe, but rather within a meticulously constructed design, governed by rules set by an unseen hand. The implications are staggering, challenging not just our scientific understanding, but our very sense of self and free will. If there is an architect, what is their purpose? Why are we here? But the true chilling moment, the undeniable glitch in the matrix that forces us to confront this architect directly, lies not in abstract theories, but in cold, hard, scientific observation. Imagine the year 2027. A new generation of ultra-sensitive cosmic background radiation, CMB detectors, far exceeding anything we have today, is launched into orbit. Their mission, to map the faint residual heat from the Big Bang with unprecedented precision. For months, the data flows in, confirming accepted models. Then, an anomaly. A minuscule, statistically improbable pattern begins to emerge in the data. It's not noise, it's too structured, too regular. Initially dismissed as instrumentation error, rigorous cross-referencing with other observatories proves otherwise. What they discover is a series of repeating, fractal-like geometric imprints within the CMB itself, subtle enough to have been overlooked by previous generations of telescopes, but undeniably present. These are not random fluctuations. They are distinct, almost like a watermark, a signature embedded in the very first light of the universe. Simultaneously, entirely unrelated projects focused on exoplanetary system data begin reporting equally baffling findings. Astronomers using advanced gravitational lensing techniques start observing planetary systems in distant galaxies where the orbital periods of gas giants are found to be perfectly synchronized, not just in one system, but in multiple, seemingly unrelated star clusters. It's a synchronicity so precise, so frequent, that the probability of it occurring randomly across so many systems is, for all intents and purposes, zero. These planets aren't just in resonant orbits. Their spin, tilt, and compositional elements within each system are aligned with an uncanny, mathematical grace that defies the chaos of celestial mechanics. It's as if entire solar systems were placed into a vast, celestial clockwork, each gear meticulously placed. The scientific community initially struggles to reconcile these two independent discoveries. Some suggest unknown natural laws, while others cling to statistical flukes. But then, a brilliant and terrifying breakthrough links them. A renegade theoretical physicist, Dr. Eris Thorne, renowned for his work on information theory and cosmology, identifies the exact same fractal geometry found in the CMB imprints within the orbital mechanics of these synchronized exoplanet systems. He publishes a groundbreaking paper demonstrating that this specific fractal pattern can only arise from the deliberate manipulation of universal constants at the quantum level, applied with such precision that it suggests not just intelligence, but an unimaginable level of control over space-time itself. It's evidence of a universe where the hand of a creator isn't a metaphor, but a literal force that has painted its signature onto the very fabric of existence, from the dawn of creation to the arrangement of distant worlds. The glitches aren't glitches at all, but rather the visible brushstrokes of the invisible architect. The implications of such a discovery are nothing short of cataclysmic for human understanding. If our reality isn't a grand accident, but a grand design, then who is this architect? Are they benevolent, indifferent, or something far more sinister? The very notion of free will is thrown into question. Are we merely characters in a cosmic play, our decisions predetermined by an overarching script? Or is the design so intricate, so perfect, that it allows for the illusion of choice? The discovery shatters the foundations of science and religion alike, forcing a re-evaluation of every truth we held dear. If there is a designer, then what is their ultimate purpose for this universe? For us? And perhaps most unsettling, what happens when the architect decides to make changes, or worse, to end the experiment? We are left gazing into the abyss of the unknowable, faced with the profound realization that our universe is not merely observed, but potentially designed to be observed. A magnificent, intricate machine with a master engineer hidden somewhere beyond our comprehension. The search for answers continues, now with a terrifying new dimension, tracing the footsteps of the invisible architect. If you want more mysteries that challenge the very fabric of reality, The next video explores the whispers of a forgotten civilization that may have interacted directly with this cosmic architect.